Good afternoon, ma'am. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rosalia Yoseka Dale. My NPM 190600013. So today I will present my material about main clause and embedded clause. The one is definition of main clause. What is a clause? A clause is a group of words that contain a subject and a verb. So, a main clause is a clause that can form a complete sentence when standing alone. Next is the example of main clause. One is the red squirrel did up a tree. So the red squirrel is a subject and the did is a verb. And the next example, the baby cried. Subject is the baby. Subject is the baby, and verb is a cried. The teacher listening to the children. Subject the teacher. Verb is a listen. Next, what is the embedded clause? An embedded clause is a clause that appears with a aim clause. So, embedded clauses are used to give extra information about the main clause in which they appear. Parentheses or breakfast, commas, or daces are often used to spread an embedded clause from the main clause. So, clause memiliki mempunyai dua, yaitu klausa utama or independent, and klausa kedua disebut dependent. Next, definition of embedded clause is a clause is defined as a group of words that conveys a single idea using a subject and a verb. Next is the example. My bag, which is very old, is broken. So, jadi embedded clause ini bentuk kalimat yang berada di tengah-tengah koma. Jadi ada koma yang mengapiti embedded clause. Ada juga yang example kedua, this house where I grew up looked very different years ago. Jadi kalimat yang where I grew up itu adalah embedded clause. Dia berada di tengah-tengah koma seperti itu. Next, ada dua contoh mengenai embedded clause. Yang pertama, Sandra research to the hospital. Dan this is the main clause. It is one idea with a subject Sandra and research is a verb. So, kalimat Sandra research to the hospital merupakan kalimat yang simple. Maka dari itu, kita menambahkan klausa utama agar meyakini pembaca mengenai agar memberikan informasi mengenai tujuan dari kalimat itu, seperti Sandra a son asked the heart about her grade. Jadi di sini ditambahkan klausa utama agar memberikan informasi mengenai maksud dari kalimat tersebut. And the second is the church stood in a hill. The church is a subject and stood is verb. Jadi kalimat menambahkan informasinya, which had beautiful stained glass window. Next, materi kedua mengenai specifier, complement, and adjuncts. Definition of specifiers. A specifier is the element which a head requires to appear in a ledger's consideration. Some example of specifiers are words such as the now, every, which are present nouns, which can precede noun phrases. Example, Budi lost his dictionary. An explanation about the Budi lost dictionary. He is specifier dictionary is a noun phrase. Second, she is quite creative of focus. Quite is specifier creative is a focus in is adverbial phrase. Next is definition complements. In Oxford Dictionary, complement is something that goes well with something else, making it complete. In grammar, the term complement is used with different meanings. For example, the news of the golfer and angry with his sister and read the text. So, di dalam contoh ini menceritakan tentang yang pertama itu menceritakan perang Teluk. Jadi kalimat yang komplain ketika seorang marah, dia marah pada seseorang atau sesuatu yang terjadi seperti itu. Jadi penjelasan mengenai contoh pertama itu seperti itu. Dan kedua, angry with his sister, kemarahannya ditunjukkan kepada saudara perempuannya. Now, read the text. Objek dari membaca adalah teks. Jadi read the text itu objeknya adalah teks. Next, subject and object complements. Subject complement tells more about the subject by means of the verb. Subject plus verb plus complements. Example is Mr. Jack is a teacher. Subject is a Mr. Jack. And she looks beautiful. Subject is a she. And object complement tell you more about the object by means of the verb. Rumusnya adalah subject plus verb plus object plus complement. This example, we elected him chairman and we paint this house red. Definition adjuncts. Adjunct in dictionary, Oxford Dictionary is adverb or phrase adds meaning to the verb. And adjunct is part of sentence and modify the verb to time, manner, place, frequency, degree, how, when, or where something happened. Example, an adjunct, it is optional or structurally dispensable part of sentence that when removed will not affect the remainder of the sentence. An example, he ate his meal quickly. Itu menunjukkan bagaimana he ate his meal quickly. David gave blood last week. Where? When? Last week. Menunjukkan di mana, kapan. Itu kapan terjadinya, yaitu last week. Dan Susan went to school in New York. Where is in New York? So I think example 2, a simple example of the is as follows. The sentence, John clicked Bill in Central Park on Sunday. In the sentence, John is the subject, killed is the predicator, bills of the object, in Central Park is the first adjunct, and the last on Sunday in the second adjunct. The following sentence use adjuncts of time and place. Jadi adens ini menunjukkan bagaimana sesuatu terjadi dan di mana tempat kejadiannya, seperti itu. Okay, ma'am. I think enough my presentation. Thank you for your time, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.